Here in Pacific Canada, we get a whole lot of precipitation. Rain is our friend. That's kind of our mantra. Something that is mandatory should you live in British Columbia. As we travel up Highway 7, it looks like a fine spring day. It is not. We are inside winter, and for the next few months, there will be plenty of rain, some sunshine, a few storms, snow, and whatever else nature will serve us up over the course of the season. This time around, we head up into the hills to some great areas that are full of mystery and folklore. A couple stops along the way. This is Monster of the Woods, the Sasquatch in British Columbia, Canada. We are very pleased you could come along. So, let's go. Harrison Hot Springs, also known as Harrison Village. The preeminent Sasquatch investigator once lived here, the late John Green, author, journalist, investigator research of the Sasquatch phenomenon. He left his mark. His body of work is huge. He made friends and he made enemies. That's the way it is when it comes to Sasquatch and those involved. Life is not a popularity contest. John would have told you that. In 1998, we had the good fortune of traveling to here and visit him in his home and do an interview. That is buried on this channel. Actually, it's in the playlist. You may want to check it out. A few clicks up the road from Harrison Village will find you inside world-famous Sasquatch Provincial Park. As the name suggests, over the decades, a number of sightings have been made inside the park. Some we call quality events. Even though we've been in the park too many times to count, we are still waiting for our event. But this is not about Sasquatch Park. We're heading further up the highway to a Forest Service road that runs above Ruby Creek. For those of you interested, you may want to Google Ruby Creek Sasquatch for a very interesting story about the creatures that happened many, many moons ago. By the way, there's a storm coming. Hang on to your hat. Or your toque, as it were. The Indigenous people have lived on this land for thousands of years. Their deep culture, their own languages, their understanding of flora and fauna and all things in the natural world. There was, of course, warring factions for territory, for resources, and then a pivotal moment in history when the Europeans arrived and said, "Heathens, the time has come for you to change." And change was forced upon them. Today we have their legends that have survived. The most popular legend in contemporary times is that of the Sasquatch. And it has two warring factions, the believers and the non-believers. The misty rainforest of British Columbia, a shroud of mystery. Even Hollywood would be hard-pressed to create such an incredible backdrop. A perfect place for tales of Sasquatch. Standing before these scenes, you can be overwhelmed at the sheer magnificence of it all. Nature, untamed, untamed and waiting to be explored. Some will explore, and they will find things they couldn't imagine, most natural. Some deeply intriguing. Sasquatch territory? Maybe. Now we travel to a place of great historical significance related to the Sasquatch enigma above Ruby Creek. Weather is our nemesis. And we said it before and we'll say it again. We do not expect Sasquatch to jump out of the bushes and surprise us. A chance encounter would be incredible. We're not going to lie to you and say we absolutely believe the Sasquatch is real. When we talk to people, we know they've seen something. It must happen for us. We must see a Sasquatch. Then we know, as many of you claim you know. We will never dispute what people tell us unless it's obvious they're full of BS. We've always said truth is stranger than fiction. And for this enigma begins and ends with trips into the forest, experiencing it firsthand. Keep an open mind. Watch out for things that could hurt you. Those things are a direct result, more often than not, of human stupidity and carelessness. Nature will embrace you, should you respect it. The Sasquatch is the most powerful mystery, or at least among them, on the internet. Everybody has an opinion. Everybody knows. At least, the majority of people know that contact us. We respect your opinion, but if we push back, try to understand our position. We're not sitting in chairs looking at videos on YouTube and going, that person is telling us the truth. That person is right. Everyone has a right to their opinion. However, they do not have a right to mislead or fool you. So we leave you with this. Remember to respect nature. And if you're planning to go out, tell someone where you are going and when you will return. Your very life depends on it. Study bushcrafting, wilderness survival. Be prepared. And until next time, eyes open, cameras ready. Over and out.
Do not feed the Sasquatch. Do not approach the beast.